Well, we're gonna do it. An instructional video on my favorite tarpon minnow. Right here. I call this the black and purple polar fiber ditch minnow. So, without further ado, let's get to tying it. I like to tie these on a heavy hook. That's why I choose the Gamakatsu SL113H size 2. Now, with this, you're going to want a real heavy thread. So, as always, Danville 210 denier. One of the things that a lot of people do mess up when tying this fly, they start up top thinking, oh yeah, bait fish fly. No. What you want to do is you want to start about right here. I'm going to say that's 3/8 of an inch away from the eye of the hook, and you want to wrap about 3/8 of the inch towards the hook shank. Clip off the excess. Make sure your scissors are good and sharp. Alright. Number one important part about tying with any kind of synthetic fur is making sure it comes out clean. That's why you take a lice brush, or this brush right here. Real simple, smooth, glides over, cleans the crap out of it. You want to snip it. You want to snip a nice little clump of it. Right off the bat, people go wrong thinking, oh, don't need to clean it, just snip it. Nope, clean the tag in. Then, people would sniff this off, say, oh, unuseful. Take your brush again. Just do this. You get all of that nasty stuff out. No. Clean again. And then you want to snip it after you clean it. The reason I clean it is because you get more fibers and a better turnout with it. You want like a nice little pinch about like this. And this is purple too. Wrap it all the way down to where you had first started your thread. What that does is it's a simple and very easy way to build up the head of the fly. You want to do that same thing again. Clean. Snip. Pull out this one. I think maybe we cut more. Right. You want to get as much as you possibly could with these, because the polar fiber is $4 a piece, but at the same time you get like a, I want to say, well, yeah, you get about this much of it. I'm gonna say that this is like a 3x8 sheet, 3x10 sheet, something in that range. So, again, I want to clean another little clump of purple polar fiber. Same techniques. Sometimes I like to do it towards me like this, because it really helps to get it down in there and clean it. And whenever you're fishing for tarpon, like especially juveniles and stuff, whenever they're in those ditches, you gotta have everything perfectly good looking. So that's why with a lot of these flies, clean, successful, and sharp looking flies are the key. I know whenever they're crushing bait fish that get trapped in the ditches, they don't care what it is. I've had clouser minnows with white on one end, just white on the bottom, then red on the other. After that, take your brush again, because I've got 2 clumps. Spread it in this, and that's how you do that side. Then you want to grab the beloved black craft fur, well, not craft fur, polar fiber, and just clean it. You're only using 1 clump of this. Pinch it. Get your scissors out of the craft. Well, why do I keep saying craft fur? Out of the polar fiber. Continue to clean this piece of it up. This is also a really good technique that works too. But after that, I always want to run the brush through it a few times. Then have it right here. You just want to pull it back and make sure everything there is even. Blow on it. Keep all that stuff. A lot of times you'll have these extra little fuzzies here, so you might as well just snip those out. Make sure you have the clean head of the fly, and proceed to tie this in. Now you can use flash on this, but on this particular one, did not, because I don't like really using flash for some reason, even though it's probably a good idea to use it. I just don't. But either way, if you put this in front of a hungry little tarpon, they'll smack it. Make sure you have the good little head there with finish, and snip it. Then, whenever you're doing these eyes, you gotta have the cleanest little spot that you can think of, because if not, you get all those little fuzzy hairs on the eye. It looks like complete, not gonna say that S word, but we're gonna say crap. One of the things that I really like to do is take some Loon UV Thick, squeeze a drop of it right there where you will place an eye. You can see that my trick works a lot of times. I'm not sure if you can see here, but the eyeballs have a little point. I want to put that point facing backwards. Make sure the eye is perfectly good. hit it with the UV light. That eye's a little facing up, but hey, it doesn't really matter. Do the same process on the back. Make sure that they're even. Hit that with the UV light. Now, before you proceed to the next few steps, I want to make sure that there's nothing. Take the Loon UV, and as you can see, there's this little space gap. I want to fill that big old gap in with Loon UV thick. So you can see there, hit it with the UV light. If you haven't invested in any kind of Loon UV, I definitely would recommend it. This stuff is awesome. I mean, what was that? Maybe a few seconds and it was dry. Do the same little thing on the bottom. Loon UV it. Then you can do this if you want. I prefer it. Take some Loon UV thin with the applicator brush and just run it over. Run just a small little bit over the actual eye, like that. And what that does, it's an extra layer of sealant for this fly, because a lot of times you'll get those hard little short strikes. If you tie it on a small hook or on this bigger hook, it takes care of the short strikes. But the Loon UV thin over the eye takes care of losing a valuable eye on a fly. Gives you the extra little thingy bobber. Turn it over. I just like to make sure everything's dried on here. And there you have it. Make sure that you have a clean little body on this fly. And there it is. Our black and purple tarpon ditch minnow.